All right. I have a few minutes before I go back. I'm almost finished this shift. I have one more shift tomorrow. And I'm still trying to figure out when I'm going to work out because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm probably going to work out at night. Probably take a nap like an hour or so when I come home from the doctor and then go to work and then go train at night. And then train at night the day after. That's probably what I'm going to do. If you've watched the videos, you see it changes all the time, depending on how I feel. I feel better now. I don't want to squish it in the middle of the day to work out before my last shift. If things go well, I should feel better tomorrow too. But I'm waking up a bit earlier, so I'll probably feel groggy, but then I'll be able to use caffeine. We'll see how it goes. It's still questionable. I started doing wiping asses on my own now. And one of them I went a little too late, so my second break started later. I don't know where he is, the guy who works with me. I don't know if he goes on break now. I don't know what's going on. Because in the evening shift, we're not that many people. We're only 3 to deal with many, many people. There's 32 on the floor. So, but the chores are limited. You just have to change diapers twice, or undergarments, however you call it in English. There's the PC way of saying it. So the last one I was with, she's very particular, and I'm the one who listens to her. The person I'm with is very rude and doesn't deal with it, and that's what I hate. If you saw my last video dealing with the elderly, all he talks about is just the time. I'm like, dude, you're not young. You're gonna friggin' be in one of these assisted care livings, and someone's gonna treat you just like you treat everyone else. So smarten the fuck up. But anyways, on another hand, I mean, most people here have some sort of dementia, right? So they know not of what they're talking. Comes with experience to kind of maneuver around that. But I had one person who wasn't able to communicate, and his accent was all over the place, right? And I dirtied the I don't know how you say it in English. It's a I guess you could say it's like a mattress protector. It's like a square mattress protector, and you could also use it to glide them up on the bed and stuff like that. You use it for a lot of things. And it got really dirty. And then I had to go and get another one and change it. Changing one of those things, putting it underneath a patient or a person while he's still in there, and you have to turn. It's a skill. And then he shot again. And and then I'm running out of washcloths and this crap all over my hand. It's like I had to maneuver all that. It was really I was breathing heavily during the whole thing. Kind of calm down, just do it. I finished off the job and it was okay. It wasn't. None of them are the best. It's really hard because I'm so perfectionist, right? Like when I take a shit and I'm wiping, I want to get inside also, because there's always a little residue. I don't want that touching cloth and then making, you know what I mean? But when most people wash here, they only go once. They don't do too deep in there. But I'm getting contradictory messages because on a woman, sometimes the poop goes into the vagina, so you have to dig in there. And so he's digging in there. Why aren't you digging in the anus then? There's all that residue. it used to be a big phobia of me to like do that to wipe people's asses. I thought I'd be scared of it and all that. Now it's just like it's old hat, and I'm trying to learn how to do it properly with minimal amount of washcloths, you know, and fast. It's tough, you know, and change the diapers, and like it's, especially when you're alone, it's more difficult. One of the patients said, "Oh, it's better that you're alone," because the other guy was really. She didn't say anxious. She was saying like, you know, there's like friction between, you know, and she said something about him. I was like, yeah. He's got like an anger. He just doesn't care. He just does things fast. Doesn't talk to the person. Yeah, so if you saw my last video, I was close, about halfway close to like saying something. And of course, we'll see what happens to my probation interview or whatever. I'm gonna have to stick with the fact that, you know, like everyone's got their stress, and it's like I'm going faster, but I'm taking the time to be with the patient and or the person, and that's it. I guess I gotta stick with that, and not let this get me bitter and be like that. Could you imagine me like that? It's always been my. I'm gonna get ready. My modus operandi to go through life and not be bitter. Of course, I've been suffering a lot. I like to think I still have an openness, you know? It's tough. I mean, for God's sakes, you're working in the healthcare industry. Is to help people, not to help yourself. Some people don't understand that. I have to keep that in mind. Trying to help, and you may get fucked over a lot. I don't know. I'm very new at this, but it's not a good look. It just isn't. You would think the gay industry, the gay community is just as fucked up, because everything. It's like I say, gay industry. It's like high school. You come out and you're like a bitchy queen, or you're a big bear, and like you stick with your own kind, and you look down at other parts of the same community. It's like it's exactly like this in the healthcare industry, especially with orderlies, or I don't know the English word. It's not a CNA. It's orderly, because CNA, we have a term for it here. It's the same thing as orderly, except you give medications and you take vitals, you know? So that's a CNA in the US. We call it auxiliary nurse, or an assistant nurse, I don't know, or sub nurse. And then there's orderly. And that's it.